The Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 will put a historic down payment on deficit reduction to fight inflation. It will also invest in local manufacturing and energy production and cut carbon emissions by almost 40% by 2030. The package will also extend the expanded Affordable Care Act program for another 3 years through 2025 and allow Medicare to finally bargain for the cost of prescription drugs. The agreement also mandates that comprehensive permitting reform legislation be passed before the fiscal year's end. Reforming permitting is necessary to enable domestic energy and transmission projects, which will reduce consumer costs and assist us in achieving our long-term emissions targets. The following are several goals set out to achieve with this act. 1. Increases Medicare benefits, including free vaccinations in 2023, $35 per month for insulin, and a ceiling on out-of-pocket prescription expenses of approximately $4,000 or less in 2024 and $2,000 in 2025. 2. Reduces energy costs, $500 to $1,000 in annual savings. 3. Makes a historic commitment in climate action by aiming to cut carbon emissions by 40% by 2030. 4. Reduces the cost of healthcare by saving the typical enrollee in the marketplace $800 annually, allowing Medicare to negotiate 100 medications over the following 10 years, and requiring drug firms to rebate back price rises above inflation. 5. Creates manufacturing jobs. An investment of more than $60 billion will lead to the creation of millions of new clean manufacturing jobs domestically. 6. Commits $60 billion to environmental justice and invests in underserved communities by reducing pollution and taking other actions to do so. 7. Tightens IRS enforcement and closes tax loopholes utilized by the wealthy, including a 15% corporate minimum tax and a 1% levy on stock buybacks. 8. Guards households and small businesses with annual revenue under $400,000. Inflation is a common cost of living and it's always worth keeping an eye on. This is especially the case if you're budget-minded. The Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 will reduce prices by 2% annually for the next 7 years. This means that, on average, prices will go down by 2% each year. However, not all products will be affected equally. For example, some will cost more while others will become cheaper. This means that it's important to do your research and plan for the long term so you don't get caught off guard by price changes. Keep in mind that the Act only applies to goods and not services. So if you're a service provider, you'll still be charged the market rate. The Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 is attempting to help stabilize the economy and prevent more layoffs. In addition, the Act will reduce inflation, which is good for everyone's wallet. The legislation goes into effect on January 1, 2023. So be sure to keep that in mind when making any financial decisions. It's always a good idea to be prepared for price increases. That way, you can budget for them and not panic when the bill arrives. Inflation isn't just something that happens in the short term, it may last for years. Some pundits believe prices will go down after this act is implemented. However, according to some experts, prices might even increase by 2%. Not only will your wallet suffer from these higher costs, but so too will your overall financial stability. In conclusion, the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 is an important piece of legislation that will have a significant impact on the lives of individuals and businesses in the United States. By understanding the background and impact of the act, you can better prepare yourself for the changes that are coming your way. Stay tuned for future videos that will provide more information on the act, but in the meantime, please feel free to share this with your friends and family to help them better understand the upcoming changes. Stay tuned to our channel for more breaking news.